Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And today we're looking at the article, or an article, by WBN titled Deontay Wilder faults Dillian Whyte on the WBC shot, or failed WBC shot. Deontay Wilder states he had 4 strikes. 4 strikes. So, I'm going to get into, read sections of this article, and then we will chop it up. I'll give you my assessment. So, without much further ado, let's get into it. The World Boxing Council heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has opened up exclusively to WBN on a potential fight with Dillian Whyte. Wilder has lined up his next 2 fights despite Whyte and his promoter, Eddie Hearn, bemoaning the fact that the Briton has been mandatory with the WBC for over 600 days. Recently completing a WBC stipulated fight against Dominic Breazeale in devastating fashion, Wilder has a voluntary period. Wilder is using this time to take on former vanquished opponent, Luis Ortiz, pictured on the screen here. Following the Ortiz rematch, Wilder has then set up a second outing with Tyson Fury, a fight the WBC has given its blessing to. The rematch. This means that Dillian Whyte will be forced to wait until the summer of 2020 at least for a crack at the green strap, the WBC belt. Wilder believes the long delay is firmly Dillian Whyte's fault, the WBC silver belt holder. Whyte has been offered numerous chances by Wilder, says Wilder, and his team since becoming the number 1 ranked opponent. The Bronze Bomber goes on to say, at the end of the day, Dillian Whyte could have been given that opportunity. I told Dillian Whyte, I gave him 2 options. I told him to sign with the PBC, Al Heyman's Premier Boxing Champions. When he came over here, network shopping or whatever, he was over here. And I told him, yeah, just sign with us for a 1-fight deal. Then no problem. We'll get that fight on. No problem. Why? We can get it on. We can get it on. I will give you that shot. That was strike 1 because he didn't sign with us. Then I told him to fight Luis Ortiz. Then you have my word. You got me. And everybody knows when I speak, that's my word. That's my bond. And I don't go back on it. That's why when I say things, I own up to all responsibility. Because I mean what I say. I mean it. And I told you, you got it if you beat Ortiz. What did he do? He didn't want to fight him. That's strike 2. Then the WBC came and ordered him to fight Ortiz. They ordered him. And he didn't want the fight. That's strike 3. Deontay Wilder goes on to say, I don't want people to feel sorry for him. I really don't. I want to clear it up. It's because of his own actions. He allowed himself not to have this opportunity. because he had 3 strikes. Really 4. It was really 4. But I'm not going to bring up the situation of when I was going back and forth and I said, put Joshua on the contract. I said, I'll fight Dillian if you put Joshua on the contract. Those were the words of Deontay Wilder. So, let us chop it up. And let me tell you why I title this piece, Deontay Wilder, the Coward. It's Dillian's fault. Let me tell you why I title this piece in that way. Since when does a champion run away from his number 1 contender for 600 days? Since when? I don't know. It's unprecedented in recent boxing history. You see, Deontay Wilder will fight Luis Ortiz, who is affectionately known in the UK as Old Man Ortiz. Let's dig up a picture. Let's dig up a picture of Old Man Ortiz. He'll fight an Old Man Ortiz. No problem. And he will fight a Tyson Fury, a man who was coming off drug addiction, alcohol addiction, food addiction, and retired for 2.5 years after a drug ban. Cocaine, nandrolone. He thought Fury was washed up, out of it, but he got a surprise. He got the fight of his life. Dropped Fury twice and still could only manage a controversial draw. But when it comes to a young, hungry lion in the form of Dillian Whyte, it's no go. It's no. It's this stipulation, number 1. It's stipulation number 2. It's stipulation number 3. Since when did Deontay Wilder become a governing body? Since when did he have the power to stipulate to another fighter, yeah, you fight this guy and you can give me? What the hell is that? What kind of garbaggio is that? Dillian Whyte's been fighting, consistently fighting upper echelon opponents. And as a matter of fact, arguably, Dillian Whyte has a better resume than you. Wilder. He's been fighting the likes of Anthony Joshua, the likes of Joseph Parker, the likes of Robert Helenius, and in his latest fight, he's taken on Oscar Rivas, the undefeated Olympian, while you're going back looking to fight a man you've already defeated, Old Man Luis Ortiz, as a voluntary. You're taking on a voluntary fight when you could easily take on Dillian Whyte, number 1 ranked WBC challenger, for 600 days. 600 days. But you shamelessly choose a voluntary. You've only had 4, you've only had 2. You've only fought 2 mandatories in 4 years. Should be 1 a year. But you go back to take on a man you have already defeated in Old Man Ortiz. And then you have the audacity to go back to another man you've rematched with, you fought before. While Dillian Whyte is waiting in the wings, taking on killers. I can understand you fighting Fury again because that was a draw. I can understand that. But why not fight Wilder? No, Whyte instead of Ortiz in the winter. Should he get past Rivas? That would make much more sense. So inevitably, you, my friend, you look like a duck. You look like Daffy Duck, ducking Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Is that what it is, the body snatcher? Is that what it is? You're thinking about those shots to the midriff, the shots to the gut, the shots to the obliques, the rib cage? Huh? Are you having nightmares? Are you having visions of him folding you over? Folding you up like a deck chair? Is that what it is? You having nightmares about those shots to the gut, the midriff, the obliques, the rib cage? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? You're gonna have to sharpen up, my friend. You're looking real bad out here. You're looking like a coward. You're looking like a duck. Looks like you're running away from Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Yeah, that's Joseph Parker on the floor right there. You know, the guy you offered $1 million to, and he came over and fought Anthony Joshua for 6. Yeah, there he is again. Yeah, Joseph Parker. You fought him? No, you tried to fight him. You was willing to fight him, but you're not willing to fight the body snatcher. Yeah, that's why you look like a duck and a coward. You see, this is Dillian Whyte here fighting Anthony Joshua. Dillian Whyte has arguably a better resume than you. The WBC, the so-called WBC champ, the Alabama Bama, the Bronze Bomber. Your peoples too. The hell out of here. Stop ducking. Stop dodging. No more ducking. No more dodging. No more slipping. No more sliding. You're a duck. Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck. AKA the Bronze Bomber Wilder. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's Combat Radio. It's the likes. It's the subscribes. It's the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with notifications. Leave your comments. Share your thoughts. Share the video on your social media platforms. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And I'm out.